Here is the Avast Security News Roundup for the week ending July 15th, 2022. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and get involved. This ransomware attack could be one of 2022's biggest health data breaches. A ransomware attack on a little-known debt collection firm that serves hundreds of hospitals and medical facilities across the U.S. could be one of the biggest data breaches of personal and health information this year. The Colorado-based professional finance company known as PFC, which contracts with thousands of organizations to process customer and patient unpaid bills and outstanding balances, disclosed on July 1st that it had been hit by a ransomware months earlier in February. PFC said in its data breach notice that more than 650 healthcare providers are affected by its ransomware attack, adding that the attackers took patients' name, addresses, their outstanding balance, and information relating to their account. PFC said that in some cases, dates of birth, social security numbers, and health insurance and medical treatment information were also taken by the attackers. PFC Chief Executive Michael Shoup did not respond to our email asking for information about its ransomware attack. Instead, the company's general counsel, Nick Prola, reiterated its boilerplate statement in an email but declined to answer our specific questions, including why it took the company 4 months to notify affected healthcare providers and whether the stolen data was encrypted. Read more at TechCrunch. TikTok to roll out content levels rating system to protect teens. TikTok is the Wild West of social media feeds, and they're all kinds of a Wild West. A scroll could start on a dance trend, jump to a clip of raw chicken marinating in NyQuil, and end on video of someone filing their own teeth. It's weird out there and occasionally dangerous. Now TikTok is taking its next step to rein things in. The company announced a rating system called Content Levels that it plans to institute an early version of in the coming weeks. In a Wednesday blog post, TikTok had indicated back in February that it was moving toward age-based feed restrictions, and Content Levels offers the first details of what that might look like. App users also now have more control over their own video streams, with the ability to selectively mute hashtags. It remains to be seen if the platform's new content moderation efforts can make a dent in the issue of potentially dangerous viral video trends. For more on this story, see Gizmodo. Apparently, Amazon has a form so police can get my data without permission or a warrant. When you purchase Amazon Ring cameras and Amazon Echo Dots, there is a web page where law enforcement can fill out a form, say there's a life-threatening emergency, and get access to your data without your consent, a court order, or any kind of warrant. There's nothing in the terms of service about this, and the company has maintained for years that it helps police get consent first, but it's happening anyhow. As of today, it's not clear whether owners would ever know that their Ring camera footage, as one example, was accessed by police and potentially saved for months or years afterward. Do they get told afterwards? It's not clear who at Amazon would make these good faith determinations, or whether Amazon employees watch the footage or just trust law enforcement to do so. Read the whole story on The Verge. FCC hands down $116 million robocall fine, but begs for more enforcement powers. This fine is big, said FCC Chairwoman Jessica Rosenworcel in a statement accompanying the fine's announcement, but it also calls attention to the fact that we need new rules of the game. The FCC, like the FTC and other agencies, has the power to define and process fines or other financial damages. It doesn't collect them itself. Instead, it hands all the paperwork over to the Justice Department, which takes it from there. One problem: the once getting fined sometimes get away with paying only a fraction of the amount. Sadly, Congress is probably too at war with itself right now to pass the kind of executive empowering legislation that would be needed here. But hopefully the FCC doesn't have to wait too long before it can start laying down the law itself. Read the whole story at TechCrunch. Omegle can be sued for matching child with sexual predator, says the court. Chat service Omegle is on the hook for a lawsuit after its matching system paired an 11-year-old girl with a man who then sexually abused her. A district judge in Portland, Oregon, said the company's system wasn't protected by the legal shield that covers much user-generated content. The case isn't concluded, but it opens the door to more prosecutions based on how a platform designs its services. For the whole story, see The Verge. Hunter Biden's iCloud backup hacked. A 4chan user claims to have hacked into Hunter Biden's iCloud backup and then recovered many files belonging to the president's son. The user posted several screenshots that showed the iPhone backup extractor interface with the caption, "iPhone contains voicemails, videos, voice recordings, pictures, etc. of Joe. In this zip are two folders, one for an iPhone and the other for iPhone backup." The user also posted photos of Hunter Biden that do not appear anywhere else online, giving credence to the notion that the hack is legitimate. While iCloud backups do increase a user's attack surface, if one uses a strong password and two-factor authentication, files stored there can be relatively safe. FBI are investigating, but at this point, it is still unclear how the hacker got into Biden's account. For more, see Vice. How to opt out of T-Mobile's ad tracking. If users want to opt out of T-Mobile's new App Insight program, which collects information about apps installed on the phone, how often they are used, which Wi-Fi networks are connected, web browsing habits, they need to install an obscure new app. Depending on the device, users need to download either Magenta Ads Platform Choices on Android or Magenta Market Platform Choices for iPhone. The apps reveal which companies have collected information from the device and give users the option to delete their shared data or opt out of tracking. For more on this story, see ZDNet. America's Frontier Fund invests in deep tech. A new investment trust known as America's Frontier Fund will be used to support innovation in artificial intelligence, quantum computing, fusion, microelectronics, 6G cellular technology, advanced manufacturing, and synthetic biology. The fund is bankrolled by the White House and tech heavyweights Peter Thiel, Eric Schmidt, and Craig Newmark. The goal is to give the U.S. an edge over China when it comes to deep technologies, including cybersecurity. Cyber is going to radically change over the next 5 or 6 years from the traditional way that we think of layered defenses into a much more real-time, algorithmic kind of competition. AFF CEO Gilman Louis commented, adding, "It's going to be machine on machine." For more on this, see Cyberscoop. This week's must-read on the Avast blog. To combat the ever-growing issue of tech abuse, we've joined forces with Refuge to create a digital breakup kit that equips women with the knowledge to effectively and safely break up digitally. Read up on our recent post to find out more about the kit. Read the article at the link listed. And that wraps up this week's Avast Security News Roundup. Stay safe, stay secure, and I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.